Hello, hello. Welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. I hope our American viewers enjoyed their Labor Day weekend. I'm thrilled to be back with a new crossword puzzle to solve. I see D with an unbroken streak of first comment. Good morning to you, D. Hello, Tina. Blake is here. We got Amy and Tess and AJ in the house. And Tina already sent in a heart. D already sharing the live. You guys are the best. Felix, hola to you. And Miniest Mini on YouTube warming up the chat there. Tina Anderson, hi to you. If you are new here, we solve crossword puzzles together. So my name is Jack. I will guide us through this puzzle, but these are always the most fun, the more collaborative they are. So if you see a clue and think you know the answer, pop it into chat, and I will make this a group solve, collect everybody's answers. We already got some guesses going on in chat. Miel is here saying hi. Hi, Miel. And let's dive in. So today's puzzle is called A Crossing. It's by Fred Piskup. It's in the Stan Newman's Daily line of crosswords at Arkadium.com. It's from a couple days ago. A Crossing is kind of a puzzling title for a crossword puzzle. I mean, crosswords classically have across answers and down answers, so I don't know why a crossing is going to, how that's going to show up in the solve, but I'm interested to find out. Jaluha is here saying hi. And what do we have at one across? Doubly, we got D and Tina and Tess all guessing twice, which I think is a good guess. Jaluha saying types of crossings, pelican, puffin, zebra. That would be very interesting. Blake says twice seems nice. And someone named No Name says yo, back to you. Okay, twice, let's try it. Looks pretty good. So we're thinking animal crossings, is that the theory? Refrain snippet, okay. Refrain snippet. Felicius agrees on twice, so we've got unanimous agreement. Refrain, I'm thinking like a musical refrain, right? Maybe I always go to Tina Treblemaker for our musical clues. Our resident musician. Larry Locke and Scab and Tina Anderson and AJ Bradley. Yeah, and Tina Treblemaker coming in with Tra-la-la. Okay, so that looks good to me. I mean, it's a snippet. Tra-la-la is kind of a classic nonsense refrain in a song. Tra would just be a snippet of it. So I think that makes good sense. D agrees. So let's go with it. And it works with twice, which I'm happy about. Let me think. 4 letters beginning with a W. And it's in quotes, so we're looking for something kind of colloquial. Interesting. Okay. Actually, we have 2 really good guesses in chat. Felix and Scav and D are all saying wait, which I think does make sense. Let me think. Wait. Give me a moment. But then Tina and Amy and AJ are saying well. And actually, they both look reasonable in the crosses. So maybe we check 13 across. Back again. Yeah, Felix says could be either. I agree. It really could be either. Wait or well. Let me think. Back again. Either way, we're putting a vowel here. Not sure. Oh, Tina Anderson, retro, nice. Yeah, and D agrees. Retro, like back again as in style. Style, goes out of fashion, but then when it's retro, it's kind of back again. I really like that answer. All the crosses, 5 down looks a little weird, but I do like the fact that this gives us well. Let me think, as opposed to wait. They both seemed good. Tina is happy with retro. I think we're in good shape here. Let's check 16 across. Broadcast interrupter of a sort. Okay. Broadcast interrupter of a sort. So maybe like radio or television broadcast. Yeah. I think Scav and Felix and Tina have good guesses. Okay, so we have alert is the most popular guess in chat so far. Kelly Talks Too Much is back. Hello. It feels rude to even read your username. By the way, you do not talk too much. Jerry is saying advert, which I don't think fits. Yeah, Tina says special alert. So that's the idea. AJ was also saying alarm, which I guess it could be. I suppose, if you're really interrupting a broadcast, like a news broadcast, that's a little more likely to be an alert. Also, some of these downs are looking weird. Alert. Yeah, what do we think? Arkadium is saying we got the cheer squad. Yeah, that's a great name for our chat, the cheer squad. 5 down is actually a lot of things are troubling me. Look at 4 down. What's this? Rein in. Uh-oh, something's wrong, isn't it? There's no way this could work. Unless this is thematic trickery going on, there's definitely an issue. Yeah, Minius Mini is raising an alert on YouTube saying, no, these crosses are not looking right at all. Yeah, Tina's unhappy. We gotta... Okay, so something is wrong. I mean, honestly, it could be any of our crosses, but everything seems so reasonable. So Mini's saying crop for rein in, which is interesting. Felix and Amy and Scav and Tina are suggesting curb, and Rand and Blake agree. Yeah, Sella as in curb your enthusiasm, exactly. Like, rein it in. Curb actually does mean rein it in, so maybe retro. That was not the one I was expecting to be wrong, honestly. I thought retro was a lock. Back again, retro? It just fits so well. So what is this? Ooh, are we keeping well? That's another question. Oh no. Maybe we keep well for now. Let's look at 3 down. Yeah, Jalua saying, but I liked retro. I feel exactly the same way. Recur, Tess is suggesting. Yeah, recur. Or someone else suggested? Yeah, Scav. And people like recur. Oh, but Kelly and Tina are saying rerun? It's true. Back again actually has a lot of possibilities. I'm surprised. Internal impression. Yeah, maybe we just do it via downs. And then after the fact, we'll look at whatever it is and be like, yeah, I knew that all along. Okay. I like the ideas I'm seeing in chat. Lucy is back on YouTube saying idea, and Zeb Harry, idea. Yeah, internal impression. Not the easiest clue for idea, but I think it does work. And 5 down? Still around. Still around. Okay. Blake, Scav, Sella, Amy, and Tina, all finally some agreement on 13 across. Redux. Ooh, that was not easy to see. It's just not a very common word. Redux does mean back again. It's kind of like the new installment of Redux. Wow. We were never going to get that with crosses, or at least I was never, without crosses, I was never going to get it. Yeah, and then Blake and D and Scav and Tina are all saying extant for still around. Again, that is what that means. Okay. Now I'm finally happy. I think we actually have this section correct. And it's probably time. Oh, Amy Gal says extant is a new word for me. It pretty much means still around, like still existing. I think it's a similar root to exist. Extant. 19 across is likely our first theme answer of the day. White-coated workers. Wait, it looks like we have maybe 3 themers today because there's a long central spanner and then another 13-letter entry at 50 across. White-coated workers. Jalua says opposite of extinct. Yeah, maybe that is a fair definition of extant. Opposite of extinct. White-coated workers. What do we think? We got Pika back in chat. Hello, Pika. And Seller and Solar Express is back. Awesome. And Susan Anderson liked the live. We're rolling. Larry and Brian. Everyone is saying lab assistants. Really good spot. Ooh, and it fits perfectly. White-coated workers. Yeah, I guess lab assistants. Anyone working in a lab. You know, the stereotype at least is that they wear white coats. So I think wet labs, they wear white coats. Maria Bell likes it. Your homegirl is saying doctors, which is a good idea. I mean, doctors definitely wear white coats as well. But lab assistants just fits so well. Let's check the S. States as seen in comics. This is a states as seen in comics. I'm not sure what to make of this. I kind of want to try a different one. Felix says these TikTok gift alert banners are directly in the way. I'm sorry, Felix. Yeah, TikTok has a very cluttered screen, unfortunately. You can enter clear display mode on TikTok. You will lose access to the chat while the clear display is on, but if it's bothering you for this portion of the puzzle, it's an option. Amy Gal is trying to figure out the theme, which, remember, the title of today's puzzle is A Crossing. And we have lab assistants. I'm not really seeing how this relates to the theme, but Amy is suggesting maybe it's a bunch of A's. Lots of A's for a crossing. Like a crossing? Okay. Yeah, Mini suggests this probably ends in S because states is ends in S. That is very possible. It's sort of peculiar though. Okay. And I see. Sella and Scav and Blake and Felix are all saying says, spelled like this. And maybe it's okay. I see. So to state something is to say something. So states and says. But as seen in comics, in comic strips or comic books, you tend to have cutesy spellings for things. So maybe that's the idea here. I'm not 100% sure about this one. The TZ is also a little unusual, but let's run with it for now and see what happens. Yeah, Blake is saying airsets. Yeah, there are not that many words that could work at 24 across. Commotion. Commotion. What do we think? Yeah, Agostino Andy is also disturbed by the TZ. Maybe we should check it, but I do like my left to right solves. We'll get there eventually. Commotion. So AJ and Larry and Tina are all saying fuss, and Lucy, Mini says mess. They're actually all good guesses. Maybe we check 14 across. Okay, this one I definitely know. Pre-blank menu. Even though this is French, I do know it. Oh, quartz. People just listing words that could end in TZ. Yeah, there are actually a few options. Quartz is a good guess. Neil says maybe bash. Commotion, bash. Interesting. But yeah, I think this one's going to help a lot because Kelly talks too much, and I'm just going to call you Kelly, okay? Kelly and Tess and Jen Extra or Jen Couture are all saying fix. Prefix menu is like when you have a fixed course menu, a fixed price, actually, I think is what this means. When you go to, often nice restaurants, you'll get, 4 courses at a fixed price. I think that is definitely right. And the F confirms, I think, fuss, which a lot of people were suggesting for 14 down. I think fuss is a great answer. Felicious likes it. Lucy was guessing fuss right from the get, so I am happy. 22 across we come. Yeah, fixed price is what it means. Yeah, Kelly confirms. And Rand also likes fuss. Fine finish. Fine finish. This is weird. There's something weird going on in this section. I'm still not sure about 20 down. I almost want to check some others. So Tina and D and AJ are all saying ness. Like fineness? Is that really what this is about? That's a hard clue for ness. I mean, ness is a suffix, so finish in crossword clues often does indicate we're talking suffixes. Fineness. But of all the things you can put ness on, I guess everyone agrees. So I'll leave it. Hard clue. Very hard clue. Tiny Oreos. Tiny Oreos. Kid Maddie followed us. Thanks, Kid Maddie. Yeah, Lucia's saying finesse as in finesse, but I don't think that's how finesse is spelled. That's okay, but everyone knows this one, it seems. Angie and Kelly and Damn It Doll and Darren and Jessica all like minis. Yeah, mini Oreos. And Miniest Mini on YouTube. You should have gotten this one. Where were you? Tiny Oreos. Yeah, minis. Jeremy Bristol followed us. Thank you, Jeremy. I think tiny Oreos are likely called minis. I think that's really good. Let's check the X. X's can only be so many things. Gyroscope piece. Interesting. Gyroscope piece. Gyroscopes are when you have like a ring and then you have another ring kind of perpendicular to it and they rotate independently of each other. Yeah, Darren and Kelly and Miel and Adam, and I said what I said, are all saying axis. I think that's a great guess. Works nicely with the X. Minis Me says, I've never heard of Oreo minis, but I would like one. I'll send you a pack, Mini. Okay. We're chipping away. This section is almost harder than this one, even with Redux. Tangled mess. Tangled mess. And at 17, we have server operating system. Okay. I can name an operating system with this letter pattern. Entangled mess. Arkadium says, another brave solver enters the grid. Yes, only the brave come here. James Hendry is in chat, also getting access. Nice work. Samantha and Miel are saying, and Larry Locke saying mat. Yeah, I think if you have like a mat of hair, it's kind of a tangled mess. I sort of think that works. And Lucy knows her operating systems, Unix. Definitely a computer operating system. Yeah, Jim K, mat like hair, exactly. I think you're spot on. All right, Unix. A lot of X's too. 3 X's already in this grid. I'm not sure what's going on. Of woven fabrics feel. Of woven. Oh, Lucy says, I get Oreo minis for my daughter's lunchbox. That's nice. Okay. Pika. Whoa. Chat is flying now. Nikolai. Oh, we actually have 2 kinds of guesses in chat. So some people saying textiles. Yeah, Augustino Andy on YouTube likes textiles. I think makes sense because we're talking woven fabrics, but the of is bothering me a little. Of woven fabrics feel suggests an adjective to me, and textiles is a noun. Is anyone else bothered by that? Sarah saying texture. Yeah, which is another, or textures. Another Sarah Jane. Textures. Still a noun? I don't know. Textured? April Garrity says textures. Okay, we have no consensus, so I'm gonna leave it for now. Let's check 23 across. Maybe this will help. Agency with a huge photo archive. Yeah, Scav agrees that it should be an adjective. I'm glad I'm not alone there. So textured. Yeah, textured. Why didn't I see that before? Textured. That actually works. Of woven fabrics feel. It's textured. Yes. Okay, I'm actually happy with this. Agency with a huge photo archive. I want to look at 21 down as well. Dismantled. It's not been a walk in the park, this puzzle. It's putting up some nice resistance. Tina just says IDK. I don't know. Okay. Sarah and Deb Zen. Daxamax is back. Hey, Daxamax. And Josh9676. And James Hendry all saying apart. Minnie got that as well. Yeah, dismantled. Okay, that makes sense. Dismantled means apart. If it's already dismantled, it's already apart. I like that. Okay. Agency with a huge... Whoa, sirens going by my window. Let's see. Scav is saying UPI. Someone else earlier said UPI. Felix. Yeah, and Est agrees. UPI. Felix, thank you for giving me the what it stands for, because I didn't know. United Press International. Yeah, I knew UPI was like an old news organization. It's an old news organization, so it makes sense that they would have a huge photo archive, but another toughie. Rand says Saturday Stumper on a Tuesday. That is kind of what it feels like, isn't it? Were it possible that... Jen Extra liked the live. Thank you, Jen. Were it possible that... Yeah, these are all tough. I want to look at 10 as well, I think. Felix said, I used to be a journalist before the internet killed that industry. Oh, man. That's a very interesting job, Felix. That's cool. Ooh, okay. We actually have several good guesses for 9 down. Scav is saying even if. Also saying when if. Amy Gal saying if only, which does not work with UPI, unfortunately. So maybe do we like even if? Felicious likes it. Larry Locke likes it. Tina Anderson likes it. All right, let's put it in. It does work with the clue. Were it possible that even if we could achieve that, we'd still have these troubles. King Sai liked the live. Thank you, King. Yeah, even if he could go to the store, he wouldn't have time to buy the cake. Perfect sample sentence, Skev. Jen extra likes even if. All right, we're going with it. It's west of Tulsa on US 412. Okay. We got Warthog back in chat. Anyone know their Oklahoma cities? Yes. A few people do seem to know their Oklahoma cities. Jen Couture and Darren Brim and Felix are saying Enid. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Enid is a city in Oklahoma, and I only know that from crossword puzzles. Apologies to all those Oklahomans. Damn it, Doll says I was born there. That's awesome. Okay, well, apologies to you that I only learned that city from crosswords. You were born there. That's awesome. Wow. Shout out to you. Oh, another highway clue. What is this? It's west of Tulsa on US 412, and it's north of West Palm on I-95. Okay. We got more geography. Any road trippers in chat? Felix says Enid is the capital of crossword land. Yeah, good point. Actually, I would argue, Felix, that the capital of crossword land is Oslo. Oslo, Norway, I would guess is the most common capital to show up in crosswords. Someone said named Hippie Czech is Vero. And Peepal is also saying Vero, and Joe Corbett. I'm going to have to take your word for this because I don't know Vero. Man, my geography is failing me today. Joe Lewis says cries in UK, which is hilarious because, yeah, how is someone from the UK supposed to know all these highway clues? Brian likes Vero, and Yaya followed us. Thank you, Yaya. Okay. Vero Beach, Sella says. Scav says I'm in the US and never heard of Vero. Yeah, I'm feeling the same way. But let's check the downs. Lucy says not American enough for these clues. All right, downs it is. Hippie Chick. Oh, Hippie Chick, not Hippie Check. Hippie Chick says I'm in Florida. Okay, so gratefully we have a Floridian and an Oklahoman in chat to help us through this corner. Sarah and Darren and Jim K. I didn't even read the clue. On deck. Okay, good. Yeah, Daxamax saying next. Damn it, Doll says next. Okay. On deck. So the crosses are working out. Crocuskin. Ooh. Another X. Yeah, Larry and Rand and Amy pointing out another. This grid is filled with X's. I'm wondering if it has something to do with the theme, which we still haven't figured out. The fact that the title of the puzzle has crossing in it and we have all these X's around. Yeah, Felix, like these X's are sus. I agree with you, Felix. Clark is back in chat saying Iris. Oh, we got Vedart back on YouTube also getting some downs. Yeah, Goodbye is saying X is a cross, exactly. Iris, Crocus and Iris, they're both flowers. All right, one letter left in this section. Tiny portion crossing, way to go. Way to go. Warthog says missed the theme, so we have not figured out the theme yet. The title of the puzzle is A Crossing, which has not helped us so far. And we only have one themer as far as I'm aware, which is Lab Assistance. And then we have a bunch of X's in this grid that I don't know what to make of. Vedart on YouTube is saying dot. Tiny portion is a dot, and way to go, like way to leave, is the exit. All right, pretty good. Let's check this TZ. It's been teasing us this entire time. NPR Sunday Puzzle Master. Aha. NPR Sunday Puzzle Master. Anyone know this? If you are in the crossword world, this person is a mega celebrity. Probably the biggest name in crosswords, aside from Jack Murtaugh and a May Castle, of course. Yes, Felix and Brian and Scav and Dudaman and Tina all saying shorts. Yeah, Joluha, second to you, thank you. I almost shorted myself there. Tina and Warthog and Lucy all saying shorts. We're talking Will Shorts. He's the editor of the New York Times crossword, has been for a long time, and does a weekly puzzle on NPR's radio show. Will Shorts. I've never met him in person, but we have exchanged emails. Organic coolant at 24 down. What's happening? What's happening? Organic coolant. Oh, wow. I didn't even think of this. Hold on. We got a lot of interesting guesses in chat. We got straw. We got sweat. A lot of people are saying sweat. That's a funny clue for sweat. Organic. I mean, organic meaning like coming from, biological, and coolant. Yeah, sweat cools you down. I like that clue. Let's check the W. I hope it's right. Oh my God, more highways. All right, Brits, avert your eyes. It's south of Fort Worth on I-35. Is this our third highway clue? It's south of Fort Worth on I-35. Okay, well, Sarah's excited about this one. Sarah, you from Texas? Waco, Clark and Tina. We got two Tinas in chat, both saying Waco. Amy Gal just a sigh. Sorry, Amy Gal. This one's not for you. And Sarah is from Texas. Wow. So at least everyone got a shout out today, including Minnie. All right. And Waco does confirm sweat. So I really like that clue answer pair. Coffee and Crochet says, which app is this? All the crosswords we do come from Arkadium.com. So Arkadium, the link should be in the bio. They put out like 12 crosswords every single day. They're all excellent. We pick one to solve live on stream daily. And they have tons of other games as well. So check out Arkadium if you're interested in high quality crosswords. Bisect at 25 down. Yeah, X's on highways for a crossing theme. Yeah. I'm hoping 36 across will open things up for us. Sarah followed us. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, lots of people, Lucy and Felix and Karen and Randall saying have, and Kelly. Have. Oh, Jessica, interesting, giving me the half moons. Yeah, to bisect something is to cut it in half or to have. Good. Let's check 40 across. Top 10 baby girl names since 2005. Okay. Okay. Tina says, I can solve the New York Times crossword in pen. It's very impressive, Tina. I almost never solve in pen. Mostly it's because I solve on an app, but Commercial is in chat, and James Hendry and Solar Express, and all saying Ava. I didn't know this. Ava's been a top 10 baby girl name since 2005. That's an impressive streak. That's 20 years. Ava's been in the top 10. Rather Mathy followed us. Ooh, I am also Rather Mathy. I like your username. Okay. Vast amount. Jalil has never met an Ava. All right. Where are we? Yeah, VetArt on YouTube also got Ava. Brian and James and Larry and Red Carpet Kafka all saying Ocean. Felix says 2005 was only 5 years ago, right? Yep, Felix, just 5 years ago. No need to be a downer. Melissa Bogle likes Ocean a vast amount. Yeah, that looks good. Let's do one more down before we look at the across. Mythical pachyderm predator. Wow. I think pachyderms are like elephants and hippos and animals like that. Let's see. Huh. Scav saying, where's all the fall-themed puzzles? Yeah, it's a good point. Well, we're not in fall yet, Scav. Summer hasn't ended. I'm going to cling to summer for as long as I can. Minius Mini says, I know pachyderm means thick skin. Yeah, I think that's why it refers to things like elephants. Tina and Duda Man and Melissa Bogle all saying rock. Yeah, which again, I mostly know from crosswords, but a rock is a mythical bird in 1001 Nights, and it like feeds on enormous animals like elephants. Oh, apparently rock is also in the Legend of Zelda games, Blake tells me. Okay, time for our next themer. Central spanner. Let's make this one work out for us. Lineman's perch. Lineman's perch. 36 across. We do have some helpful letters, I'd say, at the front end of this. So let's see. Lineman's perch. Electrical tower. Wow. Electric something, says Sarah. Electric. Well, it can't be electrical tower, can it? I don't know. So everyone is saying electrical tower, but it doesn't. We do have the T. Do we have an error? Oh, this one was giving us trouble. Oh, I was so happy with textured after all that. What's going on? Ah, it's wrong. Ah, Deb Zen. Oh, Solar Express. It's textural. Oh, okay. Of woven fabrics feel. It's textural. Wow, that was hard to see. Okay, and that does work nicely with electrical tower. Phew. I got panicked there for a second. Okay, so a lineman, I guess, is someone like laying electrical cables. Lineman's perch, electrical tower. All right, 2 theme entries in the bag. Who's got it? What do these have to do with each other? I wonder if we need a revealing phrase in this puzzle, because I'm not seeing a crossing. I'm not seeing where the theme is. Electrical tower and lab assistance. I don't know. Okay, maybe we just carry forth. Flyboy says, I am a lineman for the county. Oh, that's cool. Do you like it? All right, let's check some other stuff. 28 across. What Waze watches? What Waze watches? Yeah, Larry even spotted this one from afar. I think you're right, Larry. What Waze watches? AJ and Mel is in chat, and Brian and Wraith Knight all saying traffic. Yeah, Solar Express, Jane. Okay, traffic. Yeah, Waze is a traffic app. It is what is it? It's like a GPS app, like Google Maps, but it's a little more. It has more information. Rather Matthew says, thank you for the fun. Well, I hope to see you again soon. We stream every single day at noon Eastern time. So if you're popping out, do come back another time. And if anyone else is watching and thinks they might want to tune in again, do follow us, because it's a great way to keep in touch. Gina Schiller is on YouTube, also saying traffic. Okay. Tina Anderson uses Waze, and Coffee and Crochet and Eagle followed us. Thank you, guys. Where are we here? Caddy's bags. Caddy's bags. Ah, teas as in tea bags. That's a cute clue. Because a caddy is also literally a kind of bag. Duda Man and Jane followed us. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, caddy's bags. That's good. Yeah, it's like a tea caddy, and they're tea bags. Mel says Waze is great, but it will send you through someone's backyard to save a minute on your drive time. That's hilarious. Hey, if it saves me a minute, I'm driving through your flower bed. 29 down, word like less. Word like less. Yeah, Inse and Lay and AJ all saying fewer. Daxamax and Pika and Jen Couture. Yeah, fewer. I guess less and fewer are related words. So I'm happy with that. Punk music offshoot. Punk music offshoot. I sure hope there's some revealer in this puzzle, because so far I'm totally in the dark about this theme. Kurt Steinprice is here, and also saying fewer. And Jane M.O., one of our newest followers. Punk music offshoot. Vika is guessing indie. Unfortunately, indie doesn't work. We only have 3 letters, so I think Lay and Gary and Lucy have a better guess of emo. Red Carpet Coffee is saying theme might be Frankenstein. Ah, okay, because lab assistants, you got like Igor, the lab assistant, and electrical. You imbue Frankenstein's monster with life using electricity. It's an interesting theory, Red Carpet. Trite and tiresome. Trite and tiresome. Scav says, I never had an emo phase. And Drinkfit Cook says, at Scav, never too late. User 88 and Pika and Gary And Tina all saying corny. That makes sense for trite and tiresome. Yeah, Scav, I think it's time you enter your emo phase. Kurt just followed us. Thanks, Kurt. Yes. All right. Good, good, good. Clarification intro. Clarification intro. Corny seems good. The Observer just followed us. Thank you, The Observer. So we have clarification intro, crossing, withdraw gradually. The Observer says, am I passing this year? What do you mean? James Hendry is saying, I mean. Yeah. Okay, clarification intro. You start saying, what I mean is, yeah, that makes sense. And Kurt and Matt Lovell and Miel and Tina are saying ween, and Lucy on YouTube. Wean. Team Matzo liked the live. Thank you. Yeah, wean makes sense. To wean someone off the bottle is to withdraw them gradually. I'm happy with that. Be short. Be short. All right, we're making progress. No more grand insights so far about this theme. 50 across. Maybe it has something to do with Frankenstein. Cliff and Kimberly are saying, oh, and Warthog. Yeah, be short on money. This is the idea. Oh, I'm short-changed, and so I owe you. Good, good, good. Beethoven student, a list teacher. Uh-oh. I hope somebody in chat knows classical music, because I don't think nothing is calling out to me, and there were only 2 letters left, so I think if I knew this person, I would be able to autocomplete here, but Beethoven student, a list teacher. Do people know this? Amy Gal's giving me the shrug. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. Red Carpet Kafka and Gary and Tina Troublemaker, who is my resident music expert, do seem to know this. Arkadium Games saying we're halfway there. It's alive! And giving a Frankenstein emoji. So Arkadium is all in on Frankenstein being the theme here. Kurt is saying Cerny. Solar Express says, if you guys say so, that's exactly how I'm feeling. Team Matsu says, no clue, but I agree that with chat that Cerny sounds good. Pika says, where do people pull this stuff from? I have no idea, Pika. Okay. So let's leave that for now and go back to the center. I don't want to neglect this section. Athena's weapon. Interesting. The goddess. Jason Winningham also got Cerny. Nice. Jaluha is still on team diagonal letters. Yeah, Jaluha is finding all sorts of patterns like these double X's. Okay, Kimberly, Team Matzo, Kurt, and Deb and Rand are all saying spear. Yeah, Lucy got that as well. Okay, Athena's weapon, spear. That makes sense. What do we have here? Whoa. PDHQ. Okay. PDHQ. This is weird. Police Department Headquarters is my interpretation of this clue. So, since the clue is abbreviated, we can expect an abbreviation in the answer. But, yeah, Warthog is saying PCT. Cliff agrees. Tina says PCD. Oh, PCT is in precinct. Ah, precinct, like a police precinct. Wow. Police Department Headquarters is a precinct. I've seen PCT in Crosswords before. Usually it's short for percent. That's a new one to me. Precinct. Makes sense, though. Much of deltas. Much of deltas. Okay, I think I know where they're going here. I have a hunch. Big Johnster is in chat. I like that username. Saying silt. That was my guess as well. Tina and Warthog and Rand and Lizzie J all agree. Brian too. Yeah, we're talking river deltas. River deltas might have a lot of silt in them, so I think that makes sense. Ooh, and Joluha's noticing more diagonals. TT. Okay. We need some explainer phrase, though, because there's no way you're supposed to notice that on your own. I mean, I'm proud of you for spotting that, Jaluha, but... And Gina Schiller on YouTube also got silt. Nice work. Loses solidity. Nice. Chat, very quick on this one. Drink Fake Coke and Sarah and Tess and Dee all saying melts. Looks great. Lizzie J. Tess giving me the melting face emoji. Love it. F Gutsy. Okay, Gina Schiller got melts. Oh, TM is a little weird though, isn't it? Sound from a sycamore. Uh-oh. I don't love this. I don't love this. Ooh, Amy and Matzo are saying wilts and Daxamax. That actually does also work for loses solidity. And the reason I prefer wilts is because I was panicking. How's TM going to work? But TW could start a word. Yeah, okay, good. We're talking tweet. Tweet as in birds chirp. Sound from a sycamore tree. That's a beautiful image. Okay, good. Crisis averted there. What's 43 across? Cheap and chintzy. This is the third occurrence of oh no, Cerny was not TZ, but CZ, TZ in shorts, and chintzy. Now I feel like I'm seeing things like Jaluha. Yeah, birds singing in the sycamore trees. That's Duda, exactly. Okay. So D and Tina and AJ and user 88 are all saying 10 cent. I like that answer a lot. Yeah, cheap and chintzy. It's 10 cent. Daring Dean likes it. Okay. Okay, good. Memory measure. Memory measure. Bit of a vague clue. Uh-oh, Clark, I think your guesses are coming in late. You might need to refresh, because Clark, you're guessing Spear and Precinct. We've well moved on. Oh no, all Clark's guesses are coming in. They're good guesses for what it's worth, Clark. So where are we here? Memory measure. Lizzie J is saying EEG, which is interesting, because an EEG is like a brain scan of a sort. Oh, but Duda and Drink Fake Coke are saying Meg, which I actually like a lot. Jilla is like, you got this, Clark. Meg as in megabyte, computer memory measure. And then Tina saying REM. Okay, maybe we need some downs. I think we need downs. E flat analog. Okay. E flat analog. Yeah, chat is completely split on 47 across. There's no consensus there. E flat analog. Okay, well, Felix says C major and Scav says C sharp. Which one's it going to be? I think flat. Wait, E flat. I think flat and sharp make more sense as the. Am I wrong? Uh-oh. I'm not actually sure. Tina Troublemaker is my resident musician and is saying major. It's not C sharp, says Bill Kirk. Yeah, because I'm bothered because E flat and C sharp are not analogs of each other. So maybe it is major or minor, as Isaac. Oh no. All right. Let's get out of here. Let's go. Where do we go? Let's go to 56 across. Yeah, Warthog is saying C major for Meg, but it could also be minor, right? Why not minor? Some people are guessing that. Minor may be right. Oh no. All right. Let's go from the bottom up. Major and sharp are the same, says Jane. Okay. And I'm getting guesses. Okay, I'm losing focus here. Foremost, user 88 says main, and Cliff says lead. Scav is hedging his bet, saying it could be main or lead. Tina Anderson definitely wants Meg. Meg was my favorite of the guesses for memory measure. I like the fact that it works with major or minor, but which one is it? Someone just let's check where the J would be, because that would be, yeah, this is not going to end in a J, is it? Yeah, minor. I'm liking minor, because a J would look too weird here for foremost. Yeah, no J. And AJ and Tina are saying main. Yeah, the foremost. Good. Okay, we're finally making sense of this section. Simon Connell saying main. Cami Mikola saying main. Lucy agrees minor works better. All right, we're starting to agree. Show with demos. Daring Dean and Jen Couture also like main. Good. And Scav and Red Carpet, Kafka and AJ. Larry Rand. Ooh, new person just followed us. Jess, thanks for following us. Warthog also saying Expo. Show with demos is an Expo. Yeah, and people pointing out another X. Very peculiar. What is going on in this theme? 50 across better be explanatory, because I am worried. Jess, what's up? How you doing? Let's check this X right away. And Haley Smith followed us. Thank you, Haley. If anyone else is just tuning in, we stream every day at noon Eastern. Following is a great way to keep in touch. Paraffinic. Ooh, that's a fun word. Unusual word. Who uses paraffinic in their daily life? Not I. But a lot of people do seem to know what it means. Waxy. Yeah, I think those are literally synonyms of each other. Good. Great work, everybody. Okay, at fruition. William Kirby got waxy. Nice. Sky Monkey is here. Vedart and Lucy on YouTube got waxy. AJ says we use paraffin in the lab. Oh, cool. Okay, Cami Mikola and Sky Monkey and Kurt and Michael Rogers are saying ripe. Yeah, Jilly got ripe. Nice. That looks good. At fruition. Okay, and then only one letter left in this section. Colorist crossing script detail. Aha. Aha. Good stuff. Another tough section. Not easy. Yeah, Jess is, let's see, Kimberly and, yeah, a lot of people watch. Chat is going too fast for me to even track, but Dyer, one who dies, is a colorist. And script, we're talking prescription. So what medicine you're talking about for the script. That was a very tricky clue. All right, I'm glad we finally sorted out this Meg Minor thing, though, because this is looking like it makes sense. We'll check this just in case. Call notice. Ring for a call at least makes some amount of sense, so I'm happy. Okay. Yeah, nice. Bill Kirk and Pika, Felix, Sarah all saying ringtone. Ringtone. Okay. I think it's time we check 50 across and cross our fingers that this explains everything to us. Commands you don't listen to. Okay. Commands you don't listen to. Emily Day just followed us, or Die. Thank you, Emily. Thank you very much. Commands you don't listen to. Yeah, everyone is at least agreeing on written something, which makes sense if you don't listen to them because they're in writing, you read them. Yeah, so Sky Monkey saying written rules. I guess that doesn't quite fit. Written orders, Team Matzo likes. Yeah, a lot of people say written notice. Tina says orders seems right. Yeah, Lucy likes orders because they aren't said exactly, Pika. William Kirby says orders. So let's try this. Let's try commands you don't listen to are written orders. Electrical tower, lab assistants, written orders. All right, Frankenstein theory. Where how is that making sense with written orders? Yeah, Gary says, what's that about Frankenstein though? I'm wondering the same thing, Gary. Oh no, we are lost. There's definitely a theme today. These long answers are too specific. Gina's happy with orders. I guess when in doubt, keep solving. But if there's no like revealing phrase, sometimes they hide it at the very last, like 65 across or 59 down, might be some kind of explanatory phrase. If we don't see one, then at the end, I'm going to take a good hard look at these themers until I figure it out. I'm not. Former items. I like this. Lucy and Vedart on YouTube, Michael Rogers on TikTok are saying X's. Items. Items as in a pair, a couple, a dating couple. So if they're former, they're X's. Also, X, yet another X in our maybe crossing theme? Not sure. Rice paddy laborers. Bear down cat says, wait, bass, alto, tenor. Cliff says tenor guitar, bass guitar, electric guitar. Wait, what's going on? Tina says, good catch, bass, alto, tenor. Oh, whoa, who got it? Hold on, I need to give credit where credit's due. Wait. Was it Bear Down Cat? Was it you? Wow, I was not gonna see that. Bass, lab assistants, we got bass. Electrical tower, we have alto. Wow, hidden right there, crossing the two words. And then written orders, tenor. Holy. And Sarah's like, oh, wow. Oh, my God. Warthog goes, nice. Arkadium says, great catch. Wow, take a bow. MVP of today's stream, Bear Down Cat. Well done. And hold on, this actually does make sense of the theme, the title. We were reading it all wrong. Across sing. We're talking singing. That's what it is. Nice catch, says Kimberly. Excellent. Sky Monkey likes it. Shania came in late, but just in time for the big aha. Brian's like, crazy good catch. Wow, I'm impressed. Sing, yeah, Sarah. Okay, I'll keep us moving here because rice paddy laborers looks like oxen, as many of you suggested. I'll check 46 down in a second. Let's polish off this section first. Jessica says, I feel so dumb. No way. Like, that was too hard to see. I mean, I don't know how Bearcat Down did it. Yeah, Warthog says, who caught that? Bearcat Down is the username. Surprisingly not showing up in chat to claim the glory. Adopted son of Claudius. Yes, Brandon Hyder knows this one. It's Nero. Jess said oxen too. Apologies, Jess. A lot of people in chat. I often miss appraisal abbreviation. Bear Down Cat says, I barely saw it. Well, I don't know. You were the first one to write it, as far as I know. Warthog goes, Bearcat Down. That was excellent. Really good spot. Miel is saying est. Yeah, an estimate for an appraisal. That looks good. I think we have a person whose username is est. Okay, non-reactive. And that is next to blank end, incessantly. Amy Gal says, props to Bear Down Cat. Yeah, you're definitely today's MVP. There's a Mazial. I always feel like I botched your username. I apologize. But Farm Girl is agreeing inert. That looks good. And then Shania, not too late to participate. To no end, incessantly. Looking good. Yeah, Jess is worried about 48 down. It does look weird. Let's get to it in a second. Barbara says, I'm late. My husband had my phone. Oh no, Barbara. Well, we're glad to have you for the final stretch here. The red Nissan is here saying inert. What is this? NBA position? Good. A lot of people in chat today. I'm loving it. The red, let's see, who's getting this? Simon Connell and Jilly saying center. What is this? Oh, Lilliputian. Anyone know what Lilliputian means? I do. Lilliputian. It's a fun word. Yeah, Bill Kirk seems to know what it means, and Cami McCullough, and Warthog, and Brian. Itty. Lilliputian means tiny, small. I think it comes from Gulliver's Travels, where they travel to a place. Yeah, Bill Kirk says Gulliver's Travels, exactly. All right, everyone has been concerned about 46 down. Louisiana folk music. Okay, thankfully this actually has some proper fill. Tina and Simon saying Zydeco. Interesting entry. All right, last corner. I want that confetti. Haley Smith says Zydeco, baby. Kelly talks too much. It says Louisiana here. We've got people from all over the country. And we had all these highway clues, and there was someone in chat from every state. That was awesome. Sound in the... Oh, and Barbara, also not too late to participate, saying Zydeco as well. Okay, sound in the NATO alphabet. People telling me echo. Yeah, echo is a letter in the NATO alphabet for E, but it's also a sound because echoes are a sound. Rick C on YouTube. Shout out to you for that one. Oh, am I mispronouncing Zydeco? That's what Haley's suggesting. Zydeco. 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 Oh, my bad. Zydeco. Barbara's in Louisiana as well. Nice. Breathing space. Drink fake Coke and D and Tina. Yes, better. Thank you. Sorry, I was probably bothering you guys with my Zydeco. No, Zydeco, of course. Thank you for correcting me. Shania putting the entire NATO alphabet in chat, helping us out. Yeah, breathing space is room. All right, 6 cells left. Academy kin, except this looks French. Okay, so it's going to be something like an academy, but French. Yeah, Scav, I don't think it's going to be E. coli. Yeah, école. Apologies for my French pronunciations. I think it means school in French, Scav. That shows up in crosswords from time to time. Where else to find words hidden in the 3 longest answers? Okay, we actually have a revealer today. I was I was wondering, this was so hard to see. We needed Bearcat down. Of everyone watching today, I think only one person spotted the theme, but we did have a revealer. Where else to find words hidden in the 3 longest answers? That's actually a relief, Sarah. Yeah, everyone coming in. A chorus of people coming in with choir. Really nice. Where else to find words hidden in the 3 longest answers? That definitely confirms bass, alto, tenor. It's not a coincidence. Wow. We needed that. I needed that. Because otherwise I was walking away wondering, like, how on earth. Yeah, Solar Express, I didn't see the tie to the title until you pointed it out. Yeah, crossing. Tyler says, I don't get it. Well, you might not have been here when we noticed the theme, but the theme of today's puzzle is that different voices in a choir are hiding in our theme answers. So lab assistants has bass right here. That's one of the voices in a choir. Alto is in electrical tower right there, and tenor is here. And then this entry is telling us basically to look for members of a choir in our long across answers. Okay, end of the road here. Maria, okay, everyone giving me the last one. Oompa Loompa, Wonka worker, Oompa Loompa. That's going to give us slip at faux pas. And significant age is going to be an era. Brian pointing out, and they cross the word boundaries. I'm happy you said that, Brian, because that is a little aesthetic touch that I always appreciate when constructors do. When you're hiding words like this inside of other phrases, it's considered good form in crossword construction to make sure that the hidden word crosses both words of the phrase. So lab assistant, bass is partway in lab, partway in assistant. Alto is partway in electrical, partway in tower, etc. Yeah, so I agree with you, Brian, that's a nice touch. I'm going to put it in A. I see people giving me the drum roll. Let's see if we got the confetti today. Excellent work. Very fun theme. Shout out again to Bearcat for spotting this theme even without the revealer. I had a ton of fun. And Jess says, jokes on y'all. I've been in my Oompa Loompa era since I was a baby. That's hilarious. Well done, everybody. I had a ton of fun, and do consider following us if you don't already. We stream every day, so we'll be back tomorrow with a new crossword. It's always a good time. And in the meantime, check out Arkadium.com. They put out tons of great crosswords like this one, lots of other games as well. So go to Arkadium. If you're in the mood for another crossword, you could play one right now by going there. Tina, thanks for the flower. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you all soon.